What's up guys? Today is the time for another unboxing and another review. And this time I'm going to review a gimbal made by DJI. Yes, I bought a DJI Osmo Plus and today I got it by mail. So let's do the unboxing and see what is inside. DJI Osmo comes with a very nice and high quality protective case. A small flexi microphone is included in the package. And also a 16GB micro SD card. You need to unlock 3-axis before turning on the camera. There is a cell phone mount attached to the gimbal, so you can use your cell phone as the display of the camera and also to change the settings. I got some extra accessories to use with DJI Osmo Plus, including an extra battery, quick release 360 degrees microphone mount, DJI Osmo base, and also Rode video microphone. Okay, let's watch some video footage that I shot with DJI Osmo Plus. Osmo is a handheld gimbal with a 4K camera from DJI. And this one, I mean DJI Osmo Plus, has 3.5x optical zoom, which the regular one doesn't. And this is the only difference between Osmo Plus and Osmo. So basically everything that I am going to cover and review on this video is applicable for both, except the optical zoom. This camera comes with a 3-axis image stabilizer and is capable of shooting videos up to 4K 30 frames per second. And also you can capture still images up to 12 megapixel on this camera. But to be honest, the quality of the image is just okay. The camera doesn't have any display, so you need to mount your smartphone here and pair it via Wi-Fi with the camera to use it as display. Also, you can control all the functionalities and change the settings on the DJI GO app on your smartphone. The quality of the video in 4K is really good with lots of details. And you can shoot crisp and clear, high-quality videos in good light conditions. But in low-light situations, the camera starts to struggle, and you will find a little bit of noise in your videos. The reason is the size of the image sensor, which is small. But because it has a gimbal, you will have very smooth and cinematic videos when you are walking or even running. The advantage of this gimbal is because it comes with the camera, so you don't need to balance it with every camera that you want to use it for. The gimbal has a joystick and can control the camera. So you can change the angle, which is cool. And also has a record button for video and shutter button for still images. Also, there is a trigger on the front. If I keep the trigger and move, it's gonna keep the camera facing one direction and doesn't follow my hand movements. If I push the trigger twice, it will reset the camera and point it forward. If I push it 3 times, it will go to selfie mode, which is nice for vlogging and talking to the camera. Also, by holding the trigger and push the joystick forward or backward, I can zoom in and out. You can use this camera for time lapses, hyperlapses, long exposures, and panoramic shots without a tripod, which is really cool. One of the awesome features of this camera is motion time lapse, which I really love. Look at this motion time lapse that I got with this. Okay, what are the cons and pros of DJI Osmo Plus? Well, as I mentioned before, it gives you crisp and clear 4K videos with lots of details and also smooth because it has a gimbal. Considering its small form factor and lightweight, it really does a good job in this case. Also, hyperlapses and motion time lapses are something that you cannot do easily with other cameras without special equipment. But on the downside, the still image quality is not great and low light performance is also not that good. The battery life is around 1 hour, which is not enough, and if you want to buy Osmo, having at least 2 extra batteries is really essential. The other thing is that you need to use your cell phone as its display, and it has 2 disadvantages. First is that you are using your cell phone battery as well, and the second thing is that your speed when you need to shoot something will decrease because you need to turn on the camera, and before that you need to unlock 2 axes. Then mount your phone and go to your Wi-Fi settings and connect it to Osmo Wi-Fi. And then open the app, and after a few seconds you will be able to control your camera and start shooting. This will take at least 20 to 30 seconds, and sometimes being fast and shooting something that is happening right now is necessary. The internal microphone quality sucks, but it's not surprising. These days, most of the cameras don't have good quality internal microphones. But fortunately, DJI Osmo has an external microphone jack that you can connect any type of external microphone to it. Although they have included a kind of small flexi microphone in the package, but this one also doesn't have a good quality, and you need to invest in buying a decent quality microphone. The other problem is the fan that this camera has. I think you can hear the fan noise now. Look. But fortunately, DJI has solved this issue by a software update. So when you are shooting, the camera will turn off the fan so you will not hear any noise. And when you stop recording, the fan starts to work. Okay, my final thoughts about the DJI Osmo Plus. If you want to use this camera for video shooting and most of the time you want to shoot in daylight, I really suggest this camera. It's really worth the price. It has many capabilities that you cannot easily find in other cameras in this price range. Also, if you want to use it for vlogging, it can be a good setup for you, but you need some extra accessories. For example, one of the things that you really need is this $10 DJI base, because the gimbal cannot stand on its own. So you need something to make it stable when you are not using it. The other thing that you need is this small accessory, which is also $10. This one has two cold shoe mounts, and it can be attached to the smartphone mount. So you can mount external microphones or other accessories, but if you want a camera to be good both in video and still images, or you want to capture videos in low light conditions, this camera cannot do the job for you. Okay guys, I hope this video was useful for you. If yes, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for coming videos that I upload every week. See you next week. Cheers.